Hejka! Witam was wszystkich w kolejnym randomowym streamie. Stwierdziłam, że w sumie mam coś tam do porobienia, ale mam ochotę na Corpse Factory, więc wszystko inne może poczekać. Włączę już muzykę, bo potem będzie problem. Dzień dobry, dzień dobry. Witam ponownie. Tak, jeżeli chodzi o to, ile będzie Boże, kochany, nie umiem się wysłowić, to będzie wspaniały stream. Ile będziemy grać? Prawdopodobnie około godzinki, ale nadal po prostu jako tako coś tam przejdziemy. Mam dla was niespodziankę. Aha, nie, widzieliście ją. Widzieliście niespodziankę na ostatnim streamie. To nie będzie niespodzianka. Czekajcie. To ja już wyłączę ten. Kliknę w grę i włączę insert. Mamy 4 osoby na ekranie głównym. Juhu. Jeszcze brakuje nam Shinji. Ale czy Shinya się tu pojawi? Nie mam pojęcia. Ostatnio był problem z mikrofonem. Więc jeżeli nadal występuje, proszę dać mi znać, coś pokombinujemy. Próbowałam go lepiej obrócić, żeby tak jakby ta strona, która odbiera dźwięk, była w moją stronę. Wybaczcie. Żeby była w moją stronę. Mam go dosyć blisko i widzę, że bardzo stres testuje ten mikrofon. Dlatego w razie czego dajcie mi znać. Muzyka jest troszeczkę przyciszona, a ja jestem na normalnej głośności. Nic nie jest zmieniane. To myśmy ostatnio robili w Corpse Factory. Wiem, że w sumie to zwymiotowaliśmy przy zobaczeniu zwykłego ciała i Koji w sumie już tak trochę chyba nas przestaje idealizować i ma oczywiście swoją ciemną stronę. Nasza psi nam pomaga. Jest w sumie nie jest za tym, żebyśmy to robili, ale obiecała nam pomóc, to tak jakby nam pomaga. No i nasza przyjaciółka / crush ze szkoły Aoi tutaj wplątuje się powoli w działania Corpse Girl, więc zobaczymy, bo teraz dostaliśmy zlecenia w sumie na osoby, które, jak wiemy, spotkały siebie na zdjęciu z przyszłą datą, a także swoje ciało. Więc dalej będziemy próbować, bo zostały nam chyba z tego, co pamiętam, zrobiłyśmy w sumie 3 z 4 i potem ta siostra jeszcze. Potem się okazało, że ta menadżerka z prologu to jest nasza siostra. Ta okropna strasznie. No. Przez którą właśnie zginęła ta blond. Po cyku. No ale... Oni tam wszyscy są okropniwi właśnie. Będę zaczynała w sumie już, jak ktoś się pojawi, to witam, dzień dobry. Czat czytam, wszystko na bieżąco, w razie czego krzyczcie, to zobaczę. Jak znowu zaczną się dziwne rzeczy pojawiać na czacie, zostanie on wyłączony, to mówię ofen, że po prostu szanujmy siebie i szanujmy innych i spróbujmy stworzyć tu taką fajną, przyjazną, koleżeńską atmosferę. Okej, więc tak, sobie zobaczymy jeszcze gallery. Tak, ostatnie zdjęcie było z tego. Teraz, który jest nasz? 29.9. O matko, zaś 2 tygodnie przerwy. Ale w zeszłą niedzielę coś tam robiłam, więc nie było szans. Dobra. Kursor na bok i szykujemy się do czytania. Tak, będę czytała narratora, nasze wewnętrzne myśli po angielsku dialogi zostawiam voice aktorom i tak jak ustalaliśmy, w sumie nie opłaca mi się tego tłumaczyć, bo gralibyśmy w to chyba 30 lat, a ja bym i tak była tak wykończona i zmęczona tym wszystkim, że nie dokończyłabym tej serii. Tak jak było z humory, na przykład. Ale tak, nie wiem, czy to już czytaliśmy, ale nie wiem, czy czegoś nie przeskipowałam, bo to też mi się zdarza. Ale for the first time in a while, my fingers scrape against the bottom of the cabin drawer.
Oh shit.
Nie mamy tabletek. I fumble around and grab the last remaining burner phone in the drawer. It's a very modern handset from around 3 years ago. No tak, żeby wysłać zdjęcia Corpse Girl, potrzebujemy jednorazowych telefonów. Ja nie wiem, jak ona nie zobaczyła, że w sumie kończą jej się telefony, no ale tak samo nie ma za bardzo hajsu, nie? Nasza bohaterka, dlatego też nie je. Też jest jeden z powodów. These newer models never retain their battery charge for more than a month, or so when they've been inactive. Thankfully, it uses a generic charger, so I quickly plug it into the kitchen outlet and wait for it to return to life. I glance back down the open drawer. It's completely empty now. I'm going to need to restock my supply of burners if I hope to continue with Corpse Girl's work. I nervously bite my fingernails at the thought. Getting these phones isn't easy. It's free, yes, but not easy. And if I get busted trying to lift a stack of them, that might very well be the end of me. I'll have to obtain as many new phones as possible at some point. Once Corpse Girl kills my sister, my website is going to explode with new requests. I need to be as prepared as possible. I decide to finish getting ready for work while the burner charges. As much as I like to simply skip out and deal with my sister, I do need to pop into the office. Missing too many days is going to lead to getting fired, and that might compromise my mission. I take my medication, I apply my makeup, I pack my handbag. It's all so mundane, but it's all so necessary. Each day is the same routine. There's comfort to be found in that, especially for someone like me, but sometimes I remember the excitement of finding myself in new situations. Even if those situations end up with me lying in the muck of the bathroom floor or against the stone-cold tiles of the morgue. When I'm ready to leave the apartment, I snatch the burner phone up and check the battery. It's at around 40%, that should be plenty. I stash it in my handbag so it's ready for action when the time comes. I'm out the door at the same time as every other day. No, musimy brać nasze tabletki, bo później nam się w sumie włącza taka lekka psychoza, nie cyberpsychoza, ale psychoza. Więc na razie próbujemy też naprawić nasze życie. I tak jakby mamy tam kilka postanowień, które postawiła sobie Noriko i zobaczymy, czy nam się udaje dotrzymać. I find myself alone in the office well after the working day has ended. The entire floor is empty and silent. I shut down my computer and stretch my tense arms. I don't normally like staying back late, but sometimes it's necessary to get work done. And when I say work, I am of course referring to Corpse Girl's tasks. When I'm absolutely certain that everybody has gone home, I get out of my chair and wander listlessly around the office. It's kind of nice having the place to myself. It's like my apartment, only bigger and colder and without the terrible odor of mold that permeates the walls. I noticed that quite a few people tend to leave their belongings at their desks, nothing too valuable. The occasional coat, hat, or pair of headphones. Should somebody of low moral character wish to steal them, there would be nothing stopping them. I'm personally not interested in any of that. I walk to the other side of the office floor and reach the seniors' cubicles. Even the seniors leave important things lying around. There's a gift bag with a cake shop logo on the front, a company credit card, a few personal bank statements. But the content of the desk drawers are where the record is found. As I rifle through one drawer in particular, I find exactly what I'm looking for. It's an old noise brand phone, a few models earlier than my own. It slips into my handbag right alongside the burner phone I bought from home. I close the desk drawer gently and trapeze into the next cubicle. The top drawer here contains a flip phone, a familiar classic. It'll serve me well. Into the handbag it goes. One of the main problems I have with this company, with any company in fact, is the wasteful attitude of management. Executives, seniors, and even some junior staff are provided with company phones. Basically, if you expected to make calls on the job, the company will issue you a phone so that you don't have to use your own. However, with the rapid evolution of modern technology, phones often find themselves replaced or upgraded well before they cease functioning, and management doesn't care about recycling or repurposing unused, obsolete phones. The device simply drifts to the bottom of drawers or storage cabinets, destined to become forgotten within moments. Am I really doing the wrong thing by taking the phones off the company's hand? Hence, it's not like I'm stealing personal property from employees. I'm only taking what the company is likely to write off as a business expense. And this is a multi-billion yen company. Are they really going to miss the odd outdated device? I justified this to myself long ago. I'm assuring these phones are used for a bigger purpose, and there's nothing bigger than fulfilling Corb's girl's ambitions. As I swap the floor for a fifth phone, I hear the ding of an elevator from across the office floor.
Shit.
Someone's here. I need to get away from the cubicles without being seen.
Noriko, is that you?
I must have ducked down a second too late because the voice identifies me correctly. I scuttle forward on my knees just a little bit so that I'm not so close to the cubicles. When I get to my feet, I'm halfway between the senior employees area and the juniors open plan desks.
Shinya?
Shinya walks over from the elevator to greet me.
You're here awfully late. What were you doing over there? That is, if you don't mind me asking.
Oh. I lent my USB drive to one of the seniors earlier and they didn't return it, so...
Oh. Did you find it?
Nope. Oh well. I'll ask about it tomorrow.
I could help you look if you like.
Seriously, it's okay. I'm about to head home anyway. What are you doing here?
I left my wallet at my desk. Can you believe it?
What is that expression, Shinya? Ach, jak frywolnie.
Luckily, I remembered before I took Tomoe out for dinner.
Ah.
I would have appeared to be quite the buffoon if I'd been unable to pay for our meal.
Yeah, I suppose so. Hey, how are things anyway?
Things with Tomoe are great. We are truly in love.
Cieszę się strasznie, że udało im się w sumie że Tomoe...
Okay, not exactly what I meant, but...
Że Tomoe też jest naszą przyjaciółką, nie?
How are things here? I mean, what happened with Kotomi and...
That whole kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle. Jeszcze raz słyszę chyba to słowo. Masakra.
Can you believe Miss Ida is dead now? Is it wrong of me to say that I'm happy she's dead?
Nie.
Is that an awful thing to admit?
Nie. I gently shake my head, but I don't interrupt his train of thought.
It's so bizarre. Especially considering our relationship and how determined she was to end my career.
It bothers me that Shinya is still referring to the conflict between himself and Kotomi as a relationship.
But it would seem that she was the only one with animosity toward me. As such, the other executives said I'm welcome to work here as long as I like. In fact, they were even generous enough to give me a small salary raise.
Oh.
Wow! That's great, Shinya. I'm really happy for you.
Thank you. It truly was a struggle there for a little while.
Before my brain can even register what I'm saying, the following words tumble out of my mouth.
Do you want to talk about it?
Noriko, I know that I haven't been as open with you as I should have been. Maybe talking about it will help me put the whole thing behind me.
I bite my tongue as I try to think of a way to back out of the situation.
Oh. You know, if you're uncomfortable talking to me, maybe Tomoe can help?
My objection is met with a smile. Looks like I'm in too deep now.
Tomoe means well. She really does. But whenever I bring up the subject, she becomes visibly angry. Many a death threat against Miss Ida has been made aloud. I wouldn't be all too surprised if Tomoe was the one who killed her. There certainly is a motive there, after all.
So you don't know who killed Kotomi?
I don't even think the police know that much. Father showed me the photos of the crime scene. Chances are that whoever did kill her was also killed in return.
No.
Though, as abusive as she was toward me, I never took her as the type to instigate a mass murder. She was an angry person, yes, but that seemed to stem from a lack of fulfillment. That's what I assume, anyway. And I think that's the reason she made her advances on me.
Też skończy, nie przestań. Słowo mi uciekło. No, tak jakby tłumaczyć ją. Ona nie zasługuje na tłumaczenie. Ona źle się zachowała i tyle, no. Robiła źle, była złym człowiekiem, więc to tak trochę w sumie... Wiesz, nie?
Shinya, I really am sorry. I'm so sorry that you had to go through such a traumatic experience.
I thought I was going to lose everything. My job, my relationship. Miss Ida threatened to steal it all away from me, just so she could experience some form of power, some small manner of pleasure. Why do people do those things, Noriko?
Bo są złymi ludźmi.
What joy is there even to be found in...
I take my time to consider my reply. I'm probably not the best person for him to be having this discussion with, but all things considered, it does seem to be helping him come to terms with things.
Shinya, what you went through with Kotomi, what she did to you, that's not what it's about. She never had the right to put you through that. I hope that one day, when you're comfortable and feeling healthy, I hope that you can make some good memories with Tomoe.
Yes. I hope so. Thank you, Noriko.
Don't mention it.
I don't know if my words were the right ones. What right do I have to talk about what he went through? I can only hope that I managed to bring him some sort of comfort.
Well, I better grab my wallet and get going. Don't want to keep Tomoe waiting. Would you like to join us, Noriko? Are you hungry at all?
Oh, I don't want to intrude on your romantic evening.
Na pewno jesteśmy głodni, no ale...
It's no trouble, really.
Maybe next time. I have some things I need to do tonight.
Okay, no problem.
Mam nadzieję, że w końcu się z nimi wybierze.
Well,
Bo
see you
naprawdę...
later.
See you later. Shinya takes off towards his desk. I breathe a sign of relief as I hoist my hand back up from the ground, feeling the reassuring weight of my newly acquired burner phones. I enter the elevator and give a polite wave to Shinya as the doors close.
Give me a call back when you leave the restaurant.
You want me to drive tonight?
It has to be tonight. We talked about this.
But
Please. Kojiro's on standby as well.
fine. Not like I've been dying to bring Shinya back to my place or nothing.
Don't push Shinya. Let him tell you when he's ready.
Yeah, I know. Look, I'll probably be out of the restaurant in an hour. That cool?
Yes, thanks.
Bye!
Aj! Szkoda, że nie dodała jeszcze tego swojego slut. Tomoe hangs up. I look down the street, my gaze aiming directly at the restaurant Tomoe is currently seated at with Shinya. I'll need to kill an hour around here, but what is there to do? I'm not exactly keen on the idea of window shopping. I don't even want to be here, but standing in one spot as dozens of people walk by is really nerve-wracking. I could go visit Aoi at the maid cafe, but then I'd have to pay the table charge to enter, and it'd probably be pretty weird to be served by girls in maid costumes. Not really my thing. As I glance around, I notice a 24-hour manga cafe at the end of the street. That could actually be perfect. I could rent a quiet space for a few hundred yen and just read a book until it's time to go. No one there to bother me. In fact, the only person I'd need to speak to is the attendant at the counter. With my mind made up, I hurry along to the manga cafe. Niezła ta manga cafe. Witaj, Kojiro. Ciebie też dobrze jest widzieć. Jak nam zdrówko?
Come on, you're a night owl. What are you complaining about?
Czy my mamy swój własny kitel?
Just making chit-chat.
Well, instead of talking, how about you hold that flashlight still? I can't see what I'm doing with you waving it around.
Yes, ma'am.
Very professional.
I'm nearly done anyway. Fucking Yuriko. This wouldn't be so difficult if she didn't have different haircuts in every single photo on her profile. I'm just going to have to estimate the length of her hair for now.
The corpse on the table in front of me looks like an uncanny clone of my sister. I snip away a little more hair from her fringe and then put the scissors aside.
You must be close.
The opposite.
Makeup's done!
Thanks. Looks good.
Tomoe beams as she puts the cap back on the lipstick in her hand.
I think we're done. Can you zip up the bag? I really need to wash my hands.
You got it, boss.
I step away from the corpse and plunge my hands into the ice-cold bucket of water on the factory floor. I have to admit that we've become pretty good at this whole thing. In just a week or so, we've managed to refine our art and synchronize our duties.
Okay, load her in the van. I'm going to send the corpse photo now.
You sure about this? You think she's gonna be awake this time of night?
I'm positive. This is the best time to do it.
According to her noise feed, Yuriko Kurosawa is currently attending a massive party. I'm sure the venue will be packed to the brim with her scumbag friends. She's been posting about it for days. It wasn't hard for me to find out all the information I needed since whoever organized the party posted it as a public event. Hejo! A w porządku, gramy sobie. Próbując uciec od innych obowiązków. A co tam? Yuruka is about to receive a photo of her own corpse, and in less than an hour's time she's going to receive her carbon copy corpse in a body bag in front of at least 100 people. The mass panic that will break out is sure to be hilarious. I don't want to miss it, and I don't want to miss my sister's final moments for you. Maybe she'll kill herself in front of her closest friends, or maybe the terror will slowly eat away at her and she'll go home first before deciding she just can't take it anymore. I'm happy with either result. She's finally going to get what she deserves. I hate her so much. She's a low-life, degenerate, a delinquent, the utter scum of the earth. And she never calls me. I doubt she remembers I even exist.
Ready to go?
I snap out of my thoughts and look at the phone that I've been subconsciously holding in my feeble grip. It's a burner I picked up from home earlier this morning. Yuruko's corpse photo is glowing on the screen, ready to be launched into the network. I hit send. Kojiro nods and holds the zipped up body bag onto his shoulder. Albo muszę jeszcze w sumie dzisiaj akwarium całe umyć i muszę jeszcze posprzątać troszeczkę i wypadałoby zrobić w sumie coś tam na ten projekt, taki co mam ugadany z moim szefostwem. Ale w sumie mam ochotę na Corpse Factory, więc na razie czas na Corpse Factory. No i muszę buby wziąć, ogarnąć, nalać im wody, bo dostały szlaban na wodę w miskach. Ja jestem strasznym przeciwnikiem poidełek, ale teraz wszystkie są na poidełkach, bo jak ja mam co chwilę wycierać mokrą podłogę, albo żeby co chwilę typywały w wodę i były mokre i tak łaziły i wszystko roznosiły, to już wolę im kupić porządne poidełka. Patrzyłam, gdzie mi się dzikus zgubił, a on sobie tutaj w cieniu leży. The weight of the cadaver. The sight causes him to stumble a little, but he regains his balance and shuffles towards the factory entrance. I examine the body bag as Kojiro carries it. It's the same white HRP that we picked up from the morgue, but I've made a rather nice adjustment to it. Big bold letters are scrawled along the sides in purple and black permanent marker. It says, "With love from Corpse Girl." Underneath the massive letters in smaller script is Corpse Girl's website address. A scribble of a cute anime girl decorates the other side of the bag. It's the very same character that dances animatedly on Corpse Girl's website. The more I told me this was a bold move, Kojiro didn't seem to care. Yuriko Kurosawa is about to be publicly executed. Tonight is the night that Corpse Girl becomes known to the world. No, jestem ciekawa tego chaosu. This is the quietest house party I have ever witnessed. I only managed to catch a glimpse of it before Kojiro shields my eyes with his ice-cold hand. I want to object to him censoring my vision, but the smell of blood causes me to slump against his shoulder, and I resort to whimpering quietly as he places me gently on the ground. The vision of the house party from hell is still vivid behind my closed eyelids. It's not like I've been to many house parties in my life. In fact, when I really think about it, I don't think I've ever been to a single one before this moment. But I've seen them on television, I've seen them in movies, They're always loud. Music is blasting, people are dancing, drinking, making out. The scene I witnessed doesn't look like any of that. I'm pretty sure dead bodies don't lie the floor at a regular house party. I'm pretty sure traces of blood aren't on the guest list. This party is weird. The walls are slashed, there's broken glass everywhere, specks of blood are dotted across the furniture. Co tu się wyprawia? Someone is at the next door. No, czekajcie. Someone in the next room is sobbing quietly. Someone above, perhaps inside the ceiling, is groaning. Kojiro is sitting next to me now. I can imagine a bored expression hovering over his features. He still has his hand over my eyes. He taps the fingers of his other hand against the body bag beside him. His digits drum out a rhythmic beat upon Yuriko Kurosawa's clone, still zipped up and sealed inside her temporary coffin. I think Tomo is still in the van. She said something about not wanting to get messed up. I never planned on entering this party, but Kojiro dragged the body inside, then returned shortly after and told me I should come take a look. So here I am blinded by Kojiro's misguided attempt to protect me from the carnage I willingly unleashed. I asked him if he killed all the people here. He said no. I suppose that I believe him. I managed to squint through a gap in Kojiro's fingers momentarily. The blurred shapes of 4 or 5 bodies are on the floor in front of us. There's a stray arm lying limply on a chair that's currently unaccounted for. Kojiro presses down firmly against my face and my vision darkens once more. I hear his voice and imagine his calm demeanor in my mind.
Thoughts?
Don't know.
I haven't managed to sort my head out just yet.
Your sister's over there. Well, a corpse that looks like her, at any rate.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Kojiro releases his grip from my face. I stand. I tiptoe forward, stumbling thanks to my still blurry eyes. I can make out the shape of a sofa close to the wall, and I approach it quietly. Carefully, Boże. The empty gap between the sofa and the wall is a 3-foot wide space. I'm not sure why the owner of this house doesn't keep the sofa directly against the wall. The empty space here seems kind of useless. Maybe if the sofa is all the way against the wall, it becomes too far from the TV. That's a possibility. I would normally just get a bigger TV so that the sofa can be kept comfortably flush with the wall. The gap here really annoys me. It's making me irritated. I want to push the sofa back myself, but I know I don't have the strength. It's a massive thing, bigger than I am, and maybe even bigger than Corpse Girl. Even if I was strong enough to move it, there's still the issue of my sister lying here, between the sofa and the wall. She's in the way. I'd have to move her first, and the thought of touching her is absolutely disgusting. Even when she was alive, I've never wanted to touch her. She's a foul excuse for a human being.
Hey, Yuriko. Long time no see.
She doesn't
You
respond.
don't look so hot. Guess I'm prettier now, huh? Why do you never call me? Whatever. I wouldn't answer the phone anyway.
She doesn't say anything. The sound of someone grunting behind me doesn't interrupt my concentration. I assume it's just Kojiro clearing his
Have
throat.
you seen Mother lately? I haven't heard from her in a while. I'm sure she's fine. Are you still on parole? I heard you were working at a clothing store. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm working for Temujin at the moment.
Yuriko nods. O matko. Czyżbyśmy znowu wchodzili w ten moment psychozy?
It's okay. There are worse jobs, I'm sure. How did you get that cut across your throat? Does it hurt?
I reach forward and slip my finger into Yuriko's flushed throat. When I removed them, I ground and the red blood dripping down into the gaps between my knuckles.
That's disgusting. Remember when you bandaged me up after I busted my knee? You said Mother would be mad if she found out that you hurt me. So you tried your best to fix me up before she got home. She found out, though. I think she's going to find out about this, too. There's no way you can keep this from her, Yu.
Yuriko smiles gently. I wipe the blood onto my skirt.
Oh? Him? That's Kojiro. He's a friend. No, there's nothing between us.
I hear the grunt from behind once more.
I know. You're actually nicer than I remember. Why couldn't you ever be this nice when we were kids? If you'd been this nice to me, then maybe I wouldn't have spent my entire teenage life wishing you would drop dead. Oh! I guess my wishes came true after all.
Yuriko laughs along with me. It doesn't sound like the laugh I remember. It's more like a gargle, like she has something caught in her throat. A trickle of blood pours from between her lips and she coughs.
Do you need a tissue? Here.
I unzip my handbag and retrieve a tissue, then hand it to Yuriko. She tilts her head and sprays the rest of the blood from her mouth.
Noriko. Okay. I gotta go. Say hi to Father for me, okay?
Okay. I leave Yuriko behind. Whoa. After making my way out of the cursed house, I find Kojiro waiting by the van. Tomoe has shut herself inside and rolled up all the windows.
I think we're done here.
Okay, leave this here?
He lazily indicates the body bag on the ground.
I guess so. We didn't need it after all.
Guess not.
Kojiro slaps his broad hand across his trousers, dusting them off. He cocks his neck to the side and stretches his limbs. I make an attempt to reach for the van's door, but Kojiro stops me.
Not curious about what happened?
Only a little. She's dead, though. Or dying. That's all that matters.
Mam nadzieję, że ona w sumie nie zostanie odratowana, bo wtedy jest już po nas, nie?
Oh, actually, give me 1 second.
I quickly dart back inside the house. I weave across the room and duck behind the sofa once more. Yuriko is silent and unmoving. I do my best to push her body to the side with my skeletal arms. She budges an inch or two, and I find what I'm looking for. Her phone buried between her ass and the carpet. I turn on the screen and find there's no fingerprint or passcode lock. The photo of Yuriko's corpse, the very same photo that I sent to her earlier, is still on the
I
screen.
guess she did receive the photo then. Maybe that's all it took this time. She must have been pretty freaked if she killed all the people here. This is like the Kotomi Ida situation all over again.
Ja mam nadzieję, że ty masz rękawiczki, bo jak nie, to nie skończy się to dobrze. My voyeuristic tendencies flare up and I decide to look through the rest of her photos. I swipe across the screen just once and nearly jump out of my skin. Yuriko received a photo right before she received the one I sent. It arrived 10 minutes before my photo. It's another image of a corpse. Another photo depicting her death, but it's completely different than the one I crafted.
What
The hell? Someone else sent Yuriko Kurosawa a photo of her own corpse only 10 minutes before I did. Yuriko received a corpse photo from somebody else. What is going on? Czyżbyśmy mieli copycata? I examined the photo in detail. It's well made, just like my own work. If I didn't know any better, it would be easy to assume that I made this. But what stands out the most is the writing on the bottom of the image. It simply says "Stop Shuji at the party." Stop Shuji at the party. Who the hell is Shuji? Is he here? Is he the one of the dead bodies scattered around this accursed house? I quickly discard the thoughts of Shuji. A more important question has come to my attention. Is someone else crafting corpse photos and sending them to people? Does Corpse Girl have a copycat? An imitator? But why target to Yuriko? Why target somebody whose death was requested through Corpse Girl's website? I can process this right now. It's already past midnight and I am utterly exhausted. I shove Yuriko's phone into my handbag and get the hell out of the house. Today is not a suitable day to go to the office. Today is not a suitable day to wake up and shower. Today is not a suitable day to force those tiny pills down my throat. Today is the day to lay in the bed and rest my face on a pillow caked with yesterday's makeup. I don't know what the time is. I don't really care. My phone has buzzed several times, but I simply don't have the energy to reach over and look at it. I want to just stay here and be warm and comfortable and not think about anything. I don't want to think about the whole house party last night, but I keep thinking about it. I don't want to think about finding Yuriko's body in that irritating useless space between the sofa and the wall. I don't want to think about my sister's final words to me. Those bitter syllables that she used all of her remaining strength to force between her blood-soaked lips. I don't want to think about the fact that I probably have said the same thing to her if I was in her position. I don't want to think about the possibility that someone else was responsible for Yuriko's death. I was supposed to be Corpse Girl. It was supposed to be Corpse Girl. Me. Was supposed to be responsible. I was supposed to be responsible for my sister's death. Somebody else caused her death. How dare they steal that from me? How dare they? A copycat and nobody. The more that I don't think about it, the more I find myself thinking about it. Think. Why would somebody copy Corpse Girl's methods? How would somebody copy Corpse Girl's methods? Corpse Girl is mine. Corpse Girl belongs to me. I'm not infamous enough yet to have an imposter. Surely I'd be kidding myself with delusions of grandeur to think that I've earned an imitator, but the fact remains that somebody sent you a corpse photo. A corpse photo that was meticulously edited and just as convincing as anything I could make. And those instructions: stab Shuji at the party, stab Shuji. Did Yuriko do it? Did she pull a knife and slit Shuji's throat? What about the other people at the party lying cold on the floor? Did she kill them as well? Did Yuriko imitate Kotomi Ida's final moments and cut down a swathe of people all in an effort to spare her own life? And then, who turned the knife on Yuriko? Someone acting in self-defense? Did she kill them too? There are too many questions and not nearly enough answers to satisfy my hungry mind. In an effort to find a silver lining in the whole situation, I think about how Kojiro left the body back at the party. Hopefully the police will discover the corpse and link Corpse Girl to the mass murder scene. Her name and website are written all over the HRP after all. Everything might work out as long as Corpse Girl claims the credit for the deaths. My popularity still has a chance of skyrocketing. My website will be inundated with new requests from people begging for me or Corpse Girl to kill on their behalf. Yes, last night's slaughter actually be the best thing that could have happened. I'll happily steal the credit to proper corpse girl's name into the stars. I roll over and bite my pillow until it's soaked through with saliva and blood, and I scream until my lungs give out. The house party from hell is all over the news. It's being live streamed, it's all over noise, it's all anyone is talking about. I didn't expect anything less. A dozen or so people dead, a corpse in a body bag, a cryptic message with love from Corpse Girl. The police are trying desperately to put all the pieces together. That detective, Shinia's father, has his face plastered all over every news outlet. He says the whole thing is linked to the previous string of murders, the ones with corpses decorated to look like the victims.
Of course it's linked, you utter dipshit. It's all Corpse Girl's doing. It says so on the fucking body bag.
Except this wasn't Corpse Girl's doing, but the more I lie to myself, the better I feel. I'm the one who knows that a copycat was responsible for the deaths. I'm the only one who has seen the photo with the instructions to kill Shuji. I've still got Yuriko's phone, that all-important piece of evidence that will surely serve me better than the police. According to the various threads on Noise Channel, the police tried to redact the image of the body bag with Corpse Girl's website written on it, but once something is on the internet, it's pretty much impossible to remove it. The fact that the police wanted it deleted only served to increase the speed at which the image spread. 1,000 posts around the web are all asking the same thing: who is Corpse Girl? Apparently a lot of people are too scared to visit the website. They fear it might incriminate them. Like the police are ready to knock down at the door of anyone who visits the site. Yeah, right, but that reluctance, that hesitance hasn't conquered the hearts of the truly curious. Corpse Girl's website has received over 1,000 visitors today. The overwhelming majority of IP addresses accessing the site are based in Tokyo, even though the murders are known all over Japan. The news outlets in Tokyo are really having a field day with it. I expect most of the web traffic to be local, but it's still nice to see some visitors from elsewhere. Osaka, Kyoto, Sapporo, Fukuoka. Hell, there were even 2 hits from the USA. Corpse Girl is finally becoming well known. However, despite the influx of web traffic, not a single request has been made. I pout in annoyance as I stare at my laptop screen. The request inbox shows no unread messages. It's almost too difficult to believe. I wonder if the changes I've made to the site's front page have deterred people from using it. I'm asking for a lot more information now. A victim's name and address are now necessary to submit a request. I'm about to shut down my laptop in annoyance when a little details grab my attention. The last message in the requests inbox. It's stamped with a time and date. Today, 5:45 p.m. About 15 minutes ago. Huh? This request can have come through this evening. It's been marked as read, which means I've already opened it. Curious, I click on the message. The photo that downloads is of somebody I have never seen before, an unremarkable man, but someone that I would instantly recognize if I had previously opened this request. I return to the inbox and examine the time and dates of each image in closer details. Every message is marked as read, so I had assumed all of these were requests from previous days, but it would seem that I was wrong. The messages are all from today. There's an entire page full of requests that have been made just since this morning, 25 in total. Holy shit. Why are they all marked as red? I haven't seen any of these. I'm at the open all of them. The photo of the victims quickly download in succession, and I skim through them. Not a single familiar face. What's going on? As I'm making my way through each message, a brand new request pops up at the top of the screen. I'm about to click on it when it suddenly turns grey. The tiny little closed envelope icon next to the message transforms into an open envelope right before my eyes. I'm struck with a single terrifying thought. Somebody is reading this request before me. Somebody somehow has gained access to Corpse Girl's request inbox, and they are reading every single new request before I do. Somebody else has access to these requests. I can't believe it. I'm so shocked that I don't know what to do. I stare blankly at the screen, my mouth hanging open in disbelief, as somebody hacked into to my site. In a desperate bid to regain my composure and a measure of control, I hand over the laptop and begin tapping at the keyboard. I access the site's security settings in order to check the most recent visitors. All of the traffic is only accessing the front page of the website as it should be, but one other user has accessed the site's admin panel directly. The security settings show that 2 people are currently logged into the admin panel, myself and some stranger. I look up the IP address of the visitor and find that it's based in Tokyo. Perhaps someone who saw the news reports about Corpse Girl decided to try hacking into my website. I cannot abide a blasphemous transgression like this. How dare they set foot upon my holy soil? I'm burning with rage as I click into the site's advanced security settings.
I'll change my password. I'll ban the hacker's IP address. I'll kill them! I'll kill them for defiling Corpse Girl's website!
Znowu nam odwala. To niedobrze.
You heard me.
Yeah, so?
Can't you track them down? Don't you have, like, connections?
Me? Already hooked you up with cadavers. Don't know what else you want.
I want you to find this hacker and let me strangle them to death!
Jeez. I'm no computer genius. Take it to the police.
You've gotta be kidding me.
Of course.
So what am I supposed to do?
Find someone else. Besides, you still owe me.
Excuse me? What exactly do I owe you?
My share of the corpses. Remember our deal? It's take with you.
No.
We're supposed to share.
Come on, what do you need me for? You're capable of getting the cadavers yourself now that you know how. Just ask Tomoe to drive for you.
Can I store them at the factory?
Store them? For how long?
Don't know. Weeks?
Whoa.
They'll rot.
That's why I won't take them home.
It'll stink up the whole place.
We had a deal.
Fine. Store them at the factory. I don't care. What do you want them for anyway?
Tut.
Miałaś nie pytać.
Good luck with your hacker. Gotta go.
Right. Thanks for nothing.
No Riko! Jesteś okropna, wiesz? No dzikuczku, no
All
Riko
good in the hood?
okropna. Była lekka przerwa na pomizianie bubola.
Sure, whatever.
I'm not in the mood for Tomoe right now. I just want to get back to work, get the day over with, and go
Come
home.
on, cheer the fuck up. There's gotta be someone who can find that hacker.
Well, I don't know anyone.
Yeah, me neither.
Shinya?
How many requests did you say there were?
70 when I looked this morning.
70? Jeez. How am I gonna deliver that many, you know what?
Keep your voice down.
I said, you know what? I didn't say nothing incriminating.
I don't know, okay? Is that what you want to hear?
No need to snap at me.
Just shut up for a minute, will you? I can't think when you're around.
Aleksiej.
Wow, sorry.
Co ty robisz, Noriko?
Skank.
Tomoe Woods hang in the air long after she's gone. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that her usage of the word skank wasn't affectionate like usual. I curse under my breath and return to my desk. I feel like I'm drowning under stress at the moment. Everything is piling up on me, forcing me down, pushing my head underwater and taking away my will to even fight back. 70 odd requests to walk through, a hacker with access to my website. Even if I've managed to block them temporarily, I'm sure they'll return. And then there's the copycat responsible for my sister's death. It's all becoming too much. I don't feel like I'm in control anymore. I don't feel like stoic, unflinching Noriko. I don't even feel like Corpse Girl. Poor defiled Corpse Girl with hackers prodding her and copycats mocking her. If I don't feel like Noriko and I don't feel like Corpse Girl, then just who the fuck am I?
Thank you for meeting me after work. I hope you don't mind eating at this restaurant.
Of course, it's no trouble.
Czekajcie, sprawdzę jedną rzecz tylko. A, myszka! Aha, tego vana nie wzięło jako zdjęcie. Bo był zmieniony, nie? Tutaj tak jakby ten obraz tego vana. Bo na przykład lekką zmianę było tu i to już były dwa osobne zdjęcia, nie? No cóż, dobra. Wracamy.
It's nice to see you. I feel like we only ever talk on the phone these days.
Yeah. Is something troubling you?
I'm not really sure why I asked Aoi to meet me. Part of me wants someone to talk to. I want to vent and unleash my frustrations. But another deeper, darker part of me just wants to throw everything away and hold her in my arms and let her tell me that everything will be okay.
Noriko, you've got a weird look on your face.
Sorry.
You can talk to me.
I'm kind of swamped at the moment. Do you ever get that feeling that you're drowning underneath the weight of everything? That no matter what you do, you'll never escape your situation? What am I saying? Of course you get it. You've been through so much shit.
Noriko, we've both been through a lot. School wasn't easy for either of us. I know you better than anyone. I know everything about you.
Oh.
That's true.
It comforts me when I remember just how close Aoi and I used to be, but times have changed. I've changed. I might as well be a completely different person these days. There are things about me that Aoi doesn't know. Things that make up who I am, who Corpse Girl is.
I guess I'm just overwhelmed. Maybe I need a vacation.
A vacation, huh? That does sound nice. Okay. Dream vacation destination. Go.
Huh?
Huh?
Come on. We used to play this all the time. Don't think about it. Just tell me about your ideal getaway.
Somewhere sunny? Don't laugh at me.
I just can't imagine you in the sun.
Seriously. You said dream vacation, so... Yeah. In my dreams, I'd like to go somewhere sunny. Maybe Hawaii or Australia.
Wow, miło. No do Australii to nie macie daleko, w sumie. Hawaje na pewno są bliżej niż ten.
Could you imagine me with a tan?
You should go. Go to Hawaii or Australia or wherever. Do something good for yourself.
Aoi. Come on. You know it's not that simple.
But why not?
Really? How can you of all people ask me that?
Noriko, zejdź z tonu.
What's that supposed to mean?
You can't even leave your apartment without checking that the light is off or that the faucet isn't running. You need to check like 10 or 20 times.
I'm aware. At least I can go out.
Hey, I'm out right now, aren't I?
Are you?
Excuse me?
Does a safe little place like this even count? How is this any different than your tiny apartment?
O nie, wszystkie nasze relacje powoli pękają.
It's completely different. I'm surrounded by people and...
It's the same. You don't go anywhere new. You're too terrified to step outside of your comfort zone.
Oh, come on. You can't talk. You couldn't even start working at the office with me because you were too anxious to leave your apartment.
To się źle skończy dla Noriko chyba.
That's not fair. If I'm not certain about everything, then it's too hard to... Why are we fighting? We both know what we're battling with, so... Why?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
Aww. We sit in uncomfortable silence for a while. Every now and then I shuffles in her seat and checks her phone. I said some nasty things to her. Sometimes I talk before I can even think twice about what I'm saying.
Aoi? Tell me about your dream vacation.
Mine? I'd actually like to go somewhere colder. I like the cold. I like to wrap up in blankets and sip hot cocoa. Maybe a winter getaway to Switzerland or Norway.
Whoa! Aoi!
That doesn't sound half bad. There's something nice about snuggling up in the cold.
Right?
I te
I'm glad you
widoki.
agree.
I te widoki. I nie trzeba wcale wychodzić, żeby je widzieć. Wystarczy dobra miejscówka.
You think we'll ever get away?
I am certain we will.
Maybe we could go somewhere together.
Maybe.
Ciężko połączyć słoneczne miejsce z zimnym miejscem. Znaczy się, ja wiem, że jest coś takiego jak dzień polarny i tam jest zimno i cały czas świeci słońce. Ale chodzi mi bardziej o to, żeby było ciepło i zimno w tym samym momencie.
By the way, I wanted to tell you that I'll be leaving the Maid's Cafe soon.
Oj!
Really? That's great! What does your manager think?
She pauses before answering. I'm not sure if she's thinking or she's trying to build suspense or...
I think he's had a change of heart. He said I can do what I want.
On się boi, że ktoś go zgłosi na stronie.
That's fantastic, Aoi!
It's a relief, that's for sure. My last shift is tomorrow. After that,
Oh my god. Oj, wybaczcie.
after that, I'll finally be able to escape that one guy.
Oi hangs her head. She doesn't have to say anything more. I know that she's talking about her stalker, that disgusting guy that makes advances on her at work. I'm sad that he had to come to Aoi quitting her job in order to escape him, but a solution is a
What
solution.
will you do for work?
I'm sure something will come up. I have a bit of money tucked away, so I'm not too worried. And my boyfriend has a job, so he can probably help out.
Chłopak. Aoi. Jak mogłaś?
Your boyfriend?
I'm slightly shocked that Aoi dropped that nugget of information so casually. Since when has she been seeing somebody? She's never spoken of a boyfriend before. A sharp knife cut from jealousy pricks my heart, and I have to look away from her in order to hide the tears swelling in my eyes.
We've been together for a little while. His name is Junpei. He's great.
Czy to Junpei z 9 hours night doors night people?
Actually, he's going to pick me up in a little bit.
No to poznajmy tego Junpeia. Junpei. I hate him already. I hate the sound of his name, and I hate the stupid looking face that my imagination cooks up. Has he kissed Aoi? Has he touched her? Has he slept with my Aoi? I'll kill him. I'll fucking murder him in his sleep.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Aoi's phone vibrates against the table. She glances at the screen and lets out a tiny squeal.
He's here now. I'll introduce you.
Thanks.
I cut myself off and ignore Aoi's quizzical stare. Aoi stands up and looks towards the door. She claps her hands in excitement and waves at a bored, bumbling man staggering towards. I would say.
Babe.
Aoi. Junpei. Look at this guy. Look at his curious eyes, his drooling mouth, his disheveled clothes. Oh, he's teething this fucker. She could have had anyone she wanted. She could have had me. She could have had my gorgeous body. I would give myself to her anytime she wants. She picked Junpei over
Is
me?
your friend?
Yes. Junpei, this is Noriko.
Sup?
Hi.
Aoi talks about you a lot.
She does?
Probably.
We're going to go catch a movie. Would you like to join us, Noriko?
Nah, babe, remember you said we were gonna...
Junpei?
O Boże.
It's fine. I've got stuff to do.
Oh, okay. Maybe next time.
Maybe.
Well, see you.
Lates.
Bye.
Aoi grabs Junpei's arm and the two lumber away. Obrzydlistwo. I give up. I clearly can't compete with what Junpei has to offer her. I'm over her anyway. I had my chance in senior high school and I blew it. I've moved on. That was my conviction, right? I want her so badly. But I'll just keep moving forward. I'll find someone else to fill the void until I can have her. I'm over her. I'm over all of this. Junpei isn't even worth killing. I don't have the time to waste on him anyway. I have something like 70 requests to work on. I don't have time to be relaxing here. I need to go home and work and fulfill Kopsku's ambitions. If I do that, maybe I can get over Aoi. And if Kopsku becomes famous enough, maybe Aoi will respect me and love me, and we can be together, and we can go to Hawaii or Australia or Switzerland or Norway and drink hot cocoa in the sun and snuggle up together to stay cold, and you can get over our fears and anxieties together, and we will always be happy even if Junpei dies and now you wouldn't even care about it, and she could just kiss me on the beach and we'd be so happy together. Everything would be so much better if Corpse Girl could get her shit together and just pull herself up from my mind and not drown in the endless thoughts of what if and who and why that circulate like draining water within my brain. Everything would be so much better if Aoi just loved me like I love her. But for now, I'm over her. I have work to do. Oh my god, nowe zdjęcia! Each corpse ale muza. Each corpse blurs into the next. They all look the same to me now. Each cause of death is just an insignificant fact, just a bullet point, a tiny detail to be incorporated into a photo. I've lost track of how many photos I've created tonight. 20, 30? But the requests keep coming in. I thought there were 70, but there are so many more now. 200, 300, I can't waste my time counting them. This one is going to die from a baseball bat to the face. This one is going to drown. This cute guy is going to sever his own head. And this pretty girl will electrocute herself. They're all going to leave beautiful corpses in beautiful photos. We'll have fun collecting corpses that look like these victims. Me and Tomo and Kojo will apply makeup to each corpse, and we'll dress them up, and we'll zip them up in cute little body bags and put a nice little ribbon on top and deliver that to our victims, and each one will die in turn and leave behind a beautiful corpse. Beautiful corpses all over Tokyo. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful just like me. So slim, and skeletal and perfect, so real. Each corpse will look just a little bit like me. Gorgeous. Kojo called me gorgeous once. Aoi has never called me gorgeous. I don't have enough burner phones to send all these photos. I'll have to use each phone multiple times. Maybe I can send 10 photos from my phone before I dumped it. That's a good idea. It will reduce the amount of work. We also don't have enough room in the van to collect so many corpses from the morgue. We'll have to make a few trips back and forth from the morgue to the factory to the morgue. I wonder how many bodies we can find inside at once. 5, 10, 15 if we stack them all on top of each other. I wonder if I could squeeze in between them instead of sitting in the passenger seat. I'm pretty sure. Oh matko. I'm pretty skinny. I could probably zip myself up in a body bag and hide amongst the cadavers and pop out and scare Kojo when he opens up the van to unload them. Boo! I got you, Kojo. But you didn't know I was in there with the corpses. But I look just like them, don't I? Can you unzip a body bag from the inside? I'll have to try it out. I can imagine Kojo's shocked expression when I pop out like a naked singer bursting out of a birthday cake. Maybe I could strip down before I get into the body bag. I bet he'd like that. I bet he'd like to see me slide out the body bag completely bare, with my pale skin and my bony arms and my scrawny legs. His eyes would pop out of his skull when he looks at my prominent ribcage and my hips and my tiny flat breasts. He'd probably think about it every night before he goes to sleep and fantasize about me and my perfect body, and he'd dream about cuddling up with me in the body bag and hiding between the cadavers in a van.
Ah.
Boo! Got you!
Fuck. What the fuck, Noriko?
I pulled the top of the body bag down around me and let my chest breathe in the morning sunlight.
Ooh, boo!
My naked skin tingles from the fresh air. I don't think I've ever exposed this much skin to the sun. I giggle and watch Kojo step back.
Got you! You didn't know I was in here!
I wrestle my arms free and make an L shape. With my hand, I press it against my forehead.
Kojo's a loser!
Kojiro didn't know I was in here. Na 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 na.
I was wondering why you wouldn't answer your phone. You're naked.
Boo! Climb in here with me.
You okay?
Yeah.
Climb in!
I unzip the body bag further to make room for Kojiro, but he doesn't advance. He simply stands outside the van staring at me in
One
disbelief. He pulls his phone out of his pocket and presses it to his ear.
Found her. Back of the van. Yeah, in an HRP. Okay.
Kojiro hangs up the phone and puts his hands on his hips.
Your clothes in here too?
No, but I'm very cold. Come warm me up.
You're lucky we didn't leave the factory yet. These deliveries can wait. Go inside, get dressed.
To totalnie, albo to jest wyobrażenie, albo totalnie nam odstrzeliła palmanie. Boże, jestem zmęczona, ale teraz chcę grać i walić, że muszę coś robić, bo ja muszę grać dalej, bo to jest takie super i w sumie tak spływamy powoli na dno tego szaleństwa i mi się to tak podoba.
Can't leave the body bag. I'm naked.
Shit.
Kojiro returns his phone to his face.
Bring her some clothes. Mad.
Kojiro approaches the van. He ducks his head under the roof and stares into
Tomoe's
my
coming
eyes.
outside. She had...
Not gonna wear them. I'm a corpse now. I'm corpse girl.
Okay.
O mój
The
Boże.
actual fuck? Noriko, put these on.
Tomoe appears from nowhere and thrusts her hand out and her fists in a shirt and a pair of tracksuit pants, but they don't belong to me.
This is all I have with me. Take them.
I reach out to grab the clothes, but then I push Tomoe's hands aside at the very last second and send the garments flying out the van.
Little bitch.
Look at me. I'm a corpse. I'm corpse girl. Get inside the body bag with me, Tomoe. I want to snuggle.
Ain't no way in hell that's gonna happen. You finally cracked.
I think this is serious.
No way. You think? She's lost her mind. We gotta take her home.
Yeah. Noriko, get out of the van. Sit in the passenger seat.
No.
Noriko, please. We're worried about you. We're gonna take you home.
I don't have a home. I'm a corpse, remember? Take me to the moon.
I perform my best corpse impression by sticking my tongue out of my mouth and pulling my eyes back. When nobody laughs, I decide to laugh for them.
Right. Enough.
Kojiro clamps into the van and grabs my wrists.
Let me go.
He forces my arms into the body bag, so they're pinned by my side. I can't fight him off. He's far stronger than I'll ever be. He pulls up the zipper on the body bag until it completely envelops me. Then he pushes me backwards so that I fall against the stack of cadavers. The van's door slams shut as soon as he climbs out. It's dark. I hear shuffling around outside and then the revving of the engine.
We're going to the morgue. We're going to the morgue.
I sing as loud as I can, but I don't think they can hear me now.
Morgue. Morgue. Going to the morgue.
I laugh until I can't breathe and then I decide to suffocate for a little bit. O! Skończyliśmy jeden akt. O matka! O nie! To ma 5 aktów, a myśmy dopiero skończyli pierwszy. O tak. I try to reflect on my life every morning. Keeps me grounded, keeps my mind busy. A busy mind is a happy mind. I like to assess myself like I'm judging my own life. Kojiro 34, not much more than to meet my name. Dobra, ale zrobimy taki cliffhanger i tu sobie skończymy. Będę miała większą wymówkę, żeby wziąć i wziąć i grać, bo tutaj jesteśmy w takim momencie, że no, ale cieszę się, że udało nam się skończyć akt pierwszy. Mam nadzieję, że akt drugi będzie troszeczkę krótszy, ale bardzo cieszę się, że tutaj będzie Kojiro, więc podejrzewam, że będzie potem Tomoe. Nie wiem, czy jest 4 czy 5 chapterów, nie? No, ale to się zobaczy. Ale ja nie mogę uwierzyć w to, że nam już totalnie odbiło palmę, nie? Naprawdę, ja się nie spodziewałam. Ja myślałam, że ona idzie w dobrą stronę, a ona całkowicie spadała, nie? I to już było dla niej za dużo i myśmy w pewnym momencie popadli w szaleństwo, myśmy się wyłączyli i koniec. Aha, Boże, ale fajne, ale mi się to podoba, Dobra, ja wam ogólnie dziękuję. Czekajcie. Zrobimy w sumie sobie save'ika. Tutaj, żebym pamiętała. Return. I teraz wejdziemy sobie do... Okej, nadal wszyscy jesteśmy. Wszyscy żyją, nie widzę jakichś większych zmian. Więc wydaje mi się, że na razie jeszcze nic się nie pojawi. Podejrzewam, że już raczej nic nie zmieni. Ale to się w sumie obczaje, jak będziemy grać dalej. Więc tak, bardzo wam dziękuję za dotrzymanie mi towarzystwa. Mam nadzieję, że wam się podobało. Wybaczcie za to całe moje ziewanie, ale no, że tak powiem, randomowo dzisiaj taki jest dzień, gdzie po prostu drzemkuję, wstaję po pół godzinie i idę spać dalej. No, dzisiaj jest taki trochę ciężki dzień. No, ale to była najlepsza decyzja, jaką ostatnio podjęłam, więc bardzo się cieszę, że ją podjęłam. Teraz na pewno wezmę się trochę za robotę, to będę w sumie miała lepsze podejście do tego. Przynajmniej troszeczkę pewnie więcej zrobię. Okej, mam nadzieję, że miło spędzicie koniec tej niedzieli. Trzymajcie się, powodzonka i w ogóle